Hello everyone, I'm Jyoti here. Today I want to discuss with you my computer subject, and welcome back to your computer subject, computer class. Here is class 3rd, chapter number 2, hardware and software. Today I am discussing with you hardware and software. Students, what is a hardware? First of all, I am discussing with you what is a hardware. All the physical parts, that is called the hardware. So first of all, before starting, please pick up your pencil in your hand and underline the words, underline the lines that I am telling you. That is an important thing related to your exercise portion, related to your question answers also. So pick up a pencil and come with me according to your chapter. So first is, what is hardware? All the physical equipments that are attached to a computer are collectively called hardware. That is the main thing. So underline the first line. You can touch and feel the hardware. Hardware include various components like system unit, input devices, output devices, processing devices and storage devices. So all these things are connected to each other. Then that is working with the computer. So next is system unit. What is system unit? System unit is a plastic or metal case that stands near the monitor. That is also called the CPU. Clear? CPU, central processing unit, because all the things that is done by the CPU, all the processing work is done in the inside of the CPU. Some system units are placed below the monitor. It is the most important part of computer system. It is also called computer case. Clear? So first is hardware, that is a physical component of the computer, and second thing is system unit, that is also called the control unit, and all that things is existed in your CPU. Got it? That is 2 point. I clear with you. So our next point is input devices. Here I am making some input devices in my chart. So I want to show the input devices, so you may able to very understanding way, very easy way to clear all the input devices. So first of all, I am discuss with you input devices. What is input device? Clear? So first thing is page number 11, mark the first line also. The data or instruction we enter in the computer is called input. That is also mentioned in your answer, question answer. So there is first line, the data or instruction we entered in the computer is called input. And next is, first of all I am discuss with you keyboard. Keyboard is an input device that is used to enter data into a computer. There is many keys that we can use to type the numbers, words and another things also, symbols, document typings, same like that. So our next input device is mouse. That is also called pointing device. So student, it is used to draw picture and select the object. The top of mouse has 2 buttons. The top of mouse has 2 buttons. One from this side, another from this side, and here in the middle of there is a scroll wheel. Clear? So our next input device is joystick. Joystick, that is an interesting input device because it is used to playing games in your computer. Next is scanner. Scanner is input device which is used to enter the image, text, drawing by scanning into the computer. Clear? So next thing is webcam, that is used to capture the photographs, logos, graphics. Clear? So last one is touch screen. Touch screen, that is the object on the screen is pointing a finger. With the help of your finger, you can touch the board and you can easily get the answer. Clear, students? So these are the input devices according to your chapter I am discussed with you. So once again you can go through with the page number 11, input devices, and read in a proper way, so you can easily understand what is the input devices. So next is page number 12. There is a processing devices. Processing devices means there is a one processor that is also called the system case. What is the processor means? That is CPU, because all the processing thing is done inside of the CPU. So CPU, also known as processor or microprocessor, is the processing device of a computer. So what is the component of CPU? I am discussing with you what is the main component of CPU. First of all, here is first ALU, that is the short form of arithmetic logical unit. And this arithmetic logical unit, there will be perform arithmetical, comparison and logical operations. So next thing is comparison, arithmetic and logical operations, that is in your page number 12. So once again you can read in a proper way. And the next is control unit, that is also component of CPU, control unit. The control unit is used to control all the function of a computer. It check what to do and when to do. It also check the result given by arithmetical logic unit. So last thing is memory unit. Memory unit store the data or information which can be taken out and changed anytime whenever required. So I am also clear the concept of processing memory unit. So first of all, here is memory unit that I want to discuss with you and clear the concept for memory unit. You are input something in your computer by using for the input devices. After that, the processing is going on processor. Which is the processor? That is the CPU. CPU. All the processing portion, that is starting from the CPU part, and last one is output, and you will get the result in the form of output. After that, processor given the result from output way after the processing in the CPU. So hope you all are clear with this thing. So our next point is page number 13, output devices. After processing, computer show the final result or information. Okay, students, please underline this line. After processing, computer shows the final result or information. That is also the part of question answer from this line. Any hardware component that show the final result is called an input devices. So here I again want to show some input devices. Okay, first of all, here is monitor, that is the input device. So all the things you can see in the monitors. Monitors mean main screen. So here is page number 13. A monitor is an output device that is used to display text, picture, video, sounds, etc. Clear, student? With this monitor, with the use of this monitor, you can use the output device for this monitor and get the answers. Next thing is printer. Without printer, you cannot get the result. So that is the easy way to print out one hard copy in your hand. So next thing is speaker. Speaker is also output device. So with the help of speaker you can listen to song, speech and different sound through the speakers. Clear students? So next thing is projector. You all have seen that in your school there is some classes, smart board classes, there is a big one projector that is shown all the things in a large screen. Clear? So last one is headphones. Headphones we are use that output device to listen the song, music and anything, sounds, whatever you want. That is, all these things are output devices. So I hope you all are clear with these points. Okay. Then the next is last point, smart board. A smart board is an output device that displays the image on a connected screen, usually via data projector. That is also usable thing for projector. So teacher and student can write directly on some smart boards with the help of your fingers also, because is there any touch screen provision, then you can use with your finger after and otherwise pointer is there. So next is page number 14, storage devices. Storage devices means that your data is stored in a one memory. So there is few types of memory disks. Storage allows you to save your work for future use. So here is first hard disk, CD-ROM disk, DVD disk, Blu-ray disk and pen drive. That you all are used according to your storage devices, that is used to store data, instruction and information for future use is called storage devices. Clear student? So our next topic is what is software. So software is a set of instructions that tell the computer hardware what to do and how to perform a particular job. So you cannot touch or feel the software. Clear? That is one CD, that is in this CD there is existed in one software, and you can use the software, and there can be mainly two types of software. First of all, there is the application software and another is system software. In application software, the software that performs specific tasks for the users is known as application software or app. Type of application software is like there is examples that given in the page number 15, Microsoft Word or MS Word. That software is used to type the letters, words, MS Word like. Clear? So next is Microsoft Excel or MS Excel. Microsoft Excel help you to perform calculation and store the data in a tabular format. That is also used in a Microsoft Excel software. The last one is Microsoft Paint or MS Paint. Microsoft Paint. That is an interesting software, and students mainly use this software. I know very well. MS Paint help you to work with graphics. You can draw and paint with the help of this software. Our next point is system software. Here is system software is a type of software that controls and manages the overall activities of a computer system. Here is some points for operating system. Like operating system is the first software which has to be installed on the computer that act as bridge between the user and the computer system. And here also there is some types of operating system mentioned on the page number 16 in your book. So window. First, window is a graphical user interface based operating system from Microsoft. It controls the overall activity from your computer. And next is Macintosh OS, means Macintosh is the name of the software, that is operating system that developed the Apple from their Macintosh line of computer system. And last one is Linux. Linux is the operating system that available from free of cost. Linux is an open source operating system. It can be copied and modified free of cost. Clear students? So last thing is computer Hardware and software complement each other. Why it is complemented each other? Because without hardware, software can not doing anything, and without software, hardware is nothing to do anything. So hardware and software are complement to each other. That is, without hardware, software is of no use, and without software, hardware is a dumb machine. So in order for a computer to produce useful output, it is necessary to both the things, hardware and software, must work together. Clear, students? So this point, this para, you can read your own self with the help of your parents and try to understand the software and hardware once again, because in the first I am already discussed with you what is hardware and what is software. So both are connected to each other. Like I am asking to you, both are complement to each other. Without the both things, you can not doing anything with in your computer. So this is your chapter, hardware and software, that please go through 3 and 4 times at least with this video and with this book also, with this chapter also, and try to solve the exercise portion. Okay, now it's your homework time that I want to given to you. So I'm writing here on the board, exercise portion. Exercise. Okay. Part A, Part B, and Part C. Part A is tick the correct answer, and that is a very easy purpose and very easy tick the correct answer that you can solve by the understanding of this chapter. Part B is filling the blanks. That is also very easy thing. Clear? If you go through with this book, with this chapter, you can easily solve the each and everything. And that is the easy part, filling the blanks. Last thing is part C. C is true and false. So deeply you can read your chapter and easily understand what is inside of the chapter. So now I am discuss about the part D. That is also very easy. You can solve with the help of your parents, with the help of your book, with the help of this video that I want to show you each and everything. So what is hardware? That is also I marked with the lines. And I also firstly in my video I am discussed with you, please hold a pencil and mark the lines, underline the lines. That is also related to your answers. Differentiate between input and output devices. That is also very easy. Define the role of various component of CPU. That I solved on this board. Why do we need the storage device? Write the name of any two storage device. That is also easy part. What do you mean by software? That is the last part of your book. And explain the relation between hardware and software. That are the last one, that both are complement with each other. So please write these things in your book and notebook also. Clear, students? Have a good day.